Hey, noble ones, welcome back to my channel and Metatron's Academy. So today we're checking out Oriental Pearl's channel in one of her videos because, of course, after she has completely obliterated a clown in Japan, aka Chris Broad, she went back to her regular content and one of her videos caught my eye. Still haven't watched it. It's this one here. It says, "What do foreign tourists do that Japanese hate?" And so I'm kind of curious about that because, I mean, I did live in Japan for a few years. So I wonder if things have changed. And maybe there is something they're going to say that perhaps I used to do, even though I wasn't a tourist. Who knows? Let's see. Let's go.
そう、ステッカーやめてほしいよね、正直。
このような。
いやもうなんか汚いし、なんかその治安が悪いイメージがあるから。
Don't drink coffee or don't eat the food, don't do the makeup, some other, like so many rules you don't know.
Yeah, people.
I imagine that the lady was referring to like doing those things in the middle of the road or like in a train because it's not like you're not supposed to drink coffee in general. This is starting strong.
Like the adults.
Some other, like so many rules you don't know.
Yeah, people like the adults don't sitting on the street.
Because they think it's dirty on the ground.
Yeah, we don't really like the put the
It's uncivilized.
back on the street and sitting on the floor.
なんか最近ひどいのがスーツケース、観光客が例えばですけど上野とかで安い新しいスーツケースを買って、古いのをそのまま放置して捨てていくっていうそういうニュースがあるらしいですね。
Japan is very conservative.
Yeah, you know, we'll get back to the conservative question, but here's the thing. This idea of, oh, you buy a suitcase, you just throw the animal in the middle of the road. Seriously, this is a cultural problem. This is a cultural problem. No Japanese would ever do that. So what is it? Is it genetic? I personally don't think it's genetic. I think it's cultural, but really is a matter of only freaking tourists do that. So pack it in. Be respectful to the country you visit. How difficult can it be? Anyways, let's go.
もう放置して捨てていくっていうそういうニュースがあるらしいですね。
Japan is very conservative with clothing.
In Japan, if you wear that kind of shirt, people can assume you work for, night places.
Oh, like OnlyFans.
There are more foreign tourists coming to Japan than ever before. So today we're asking Japanese people what tourists do that might bother locals. And how we can improve it to make everyone's experience a lot better.
Don't do in real life streaming. That's my suggestion. See if it's going to be in here.
じゃあトミー、来日する外国人観光客に何かアドバイスがありますか？
まあいくつかありますけど、まずはエスカレーターがちょっと並ぶ時の左、基本関東、東京は左に立って、右が歩く。まあ、それをちょっと知らない人だと、なんか外国の方だと、ちょっとこうね、なんか逆になっちゃったりとかするので、あとは自分の経験。
I would like to add to that. Of course, I love that she provided the subtitles so I don't have to translate. That's fantastic. The reason why the man specified in Tokyo, this is the side of the escalator where people wait, and this is the side of the escalator where people actually walk, which is very important because, of course, you have to imagine Japan is a very business-oriented country. People are in a rush all the time. And if you just stand on the section where people are speeding up because perhaps they need to go and catch a train, you're going to be a nuisance. Thing is, if you are from there, you're not going to do it. So basically he's saying just be a little alert and considerate and kind of mimic what the other 17 people on that escalator do and don't just stand on the other. He specified in Tokyo though, because if I remember correctly, it's been a few years, but in the Kansai area, so not Kanto, but Kansai area, it's the other way around. If I remember correctly.
だとこう電車をよく使うんですけど、電車を使う時のこうドア付近でこのなんかずっと立っててこうなんか邪魔になっちゃう時、それはちょっとねちゃんと一回例えば満員電車だったら一旦出てまた戻るみたいな、まあもしくはもっとどんどんの中に入ってもらう。それをしてもらいたいですね。
What kind of manners do you have?
Perfectly legit. Like anyone has a problem with that? When I see someone call that guy a racist because of this. Rudeness is not a race, so you can complain all you want about people being impolite, rude and uncivil. It has nothing to do. You can't call him a racist. Sorry, he's right. He's absolutely. I'm with the Japanese man. I'm with the Japanese man. And I don't even care. Let's go.
To pay attention to.
まあ、
それをしてもらいたいですね。
What kind of manners do you have to pay attention to?
my foreigner friends visiting Japan, they're always like surprising, like they are so quiet.
Yes.
They don't do like it making phone call
Yes.
or like chatting loud.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe Tokyo is kind of like very quiet
Yes.
in a train because they doesn't want to bothering the other people.
Exactly. So basically, they learn this at school and in the house, and it's reinforced in the house. It's an important aspect of Japanese civility. It's a very strong cultural element of how the Japanese behave. In fact, I could say they behave compared to a lot of people who don't. But the thing is that it's the idea of I don't want to be bothered, so I'm not going to bother others. It's the communal idea of we all share the same space, so I'm not going to do to you what I don't want people to do to me. But unfortunately, I think that a lot of tourists have the main character syndrome. I'd say in Japan, it's actually quite rare.
It's not strict. It's just like following the manners.
Yeah.
How about in stores? Are you allowed to talk on the phone in public?
Well, we're kind of like not allowed to talking on the phone,
An unwritten rule, I'd like to say.
talking phone on a restaurant or cafe because like people like they wanted to be quiet or like
Yes.
they wanted to be in private.
Yes.
So don't disturb other people.
Absolutely.
Like people wanted to join the like good atmosphere. Somebody started making phone call or something, and then it's kind of like bothering other people, of course.
Yeah.
What are some things you've seen tourists do that you wish they wouldn't do?
I was so surprised, like, to see people like, doing PDA publicly here. Everybody, like, everywhere too. If you were like, let's say from the West, that's a lot more of a thing in Japan. It seems like it's never a thing, right?
Like what specifically is weird to do in public?
Well, kissing is just one thing
Yeah.
I never see, but like
It's kind of a Confucian teaching. I don't want to. He's a YouTuber, isn't he?
Japanese people never do that here.
Yes.
Even holding hands is like somewhat rare too. If you were young, I guess like you do it too. Like high schoolers and like university, like college students here. Any people that are older than that, that's never a thing.
So try not to.
He kind of sounds like the way a private eye or a detective in an old school movie sounds like to me. Like the way he approached I guess the combination of his voice and his English, which is pretty good. I mean, his English is quite good.
Kiss in public, try not to hold hands or too much hugging.
Yeah.
It might make people around you a little uncomfortable,
Awkward,
especially
awkward.
on the train. Hugging or kissing on the train.
Yeah.
I guess like, I mean, if you really, really want to do it, then you can. And it's not like people are going to come up to you and be like, yo, you cannot do that. And you get punched. That's never a thing. But like, if you want to fit in, then yeah, you do
Yes.
stand up for doing that, definitely.
Especially outside of Tokyo, people are more conservative. So like low-cut shirts that are showing cleavage, ladies maybe not great for Japan, or really tight yoga pants. You're going to stand out even more.
Alright, so in the States, you see people running around like half naked, like actually like not wearing shirts and stuff.
Or fully naked if it's California.
That's something you never see here.
Yeah.
Like, so I guess you cannot really do that.
I'll be honest with him. I did see it happen in Japan, but it was a Brazilian guy.
I mean,
What clothes do you think are inappropriate for Japan?
Just walking around shirtless in a mall.
like showing your smack and stuff, like that's never something you see here.
Smack.
ルールを知らない人たちがやっぱり増えると、ちょっとやっぱりストレス感じるところは増えてるかもしれないですね。
例えばどんなルールですか？
例えば朝通勤時間帯、とても混んでるじゃないですか。その時に、普通だったらまず乗る時に、降りてくる人、まず降ろしてあげて、それから乗り込みますよね。
Yeah, that's like basic. Is it basic though? I don't know. I mean, it is in Japan. You do wait for people to get out of the train and then you get on the train. Absolutely. Or is it? Maybe I say absolutely. How do they do it in America? What about New York? I guess if you don't get stabbed.
で、そうするためにはみんなこう両サイドにこう並んでこう待つんですけど、それを知らないとドアの真ん中にこう立ったまんま降りてくる人たちの波をこう受けながら一生懸命乗り込もうとしてる姿をよく目にします。
あと、優先席知らない外国人も多いですから、優先席ってどんなことですか？
優先席は、例えば妊婦さんとか、あとお年寄りとか、あと体のちょっと不自由な人が優先的に座る
She's so polite in the way she explains. I love it.
席なんですけど、
はい。
こういうマタニティマークとか、サポートマークって知ってます？
私知ってるんですけど、多分外国人の皆さん知ら
I love that she refers to Gaikokujin as if I mean she's been living in Japan for a while. Then again, I wouldn't know. I would also do it that way. So this is not me pointing the finger at Oriental Pearl, because I would also say it that way. And I have to say, I do it in English too. I was talking with this Englishman, and we were actually talking about foreigners. Don't even remember in what context, to be honest, because this is not the England that is right now. We're talking a completely different place. I was like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, because people, we were non-English people, foreigners do this, do that, but I'm a foreigner too. So it's kind of funny to do that.
ないかもしれませんね。どういうことですか？
マタニティマークっていうのはピンク色のお母さんと子供の絵が描いてあるバッグ、それをバッグにつけて、私は妊娠してますっていうことを、こう周りがちょっと配慮してくださいね、みたいなの、そういうマークで、サポートマークっていうのは、赤いこのぐらいのタグに、白いクロスとハートが書いてあって、見た目は健康に見えるんだけど、実はサポートが必要な人なんですっていうこと。
サポートが必要な人なんです。I see. Yeah, I would have thought that if someone had that symbol, I would have thought it was a professional, like a nurse. Instead, no, it's someone who requires special support or care, I guess. Perhaps someone who has some kind of hearing impairment, I would imagine, or maybe they can't walk properly.
そうですよね。特に見えない病気のある人たちのためですね。例えば、旦那さん。
体の大きな人だったので、本当はすごく弱ってるんですけど、病人には見えなくて、じゃあもうサポートマークをつけて、私はちょっと座らなきゃいけない理由があるんですよってことをアピールするようにしました。
Yeah, that's wonderful. I don't remember this. Maybe it's a new thing they implemented, because let me know, Oriental Pearl, because when I was in Japan many years ago, and even when I went back on a holiday afterwards, I don't remember seeing this. But perhaps it was a case and I just didn't notice.
ただやっぱり知ってる人が少ないので、それを見て席を譲ってくれる人も、そうですね、そんなにまだ多くはないと思います。
で、あとはね、電車の礼儀で、お年寄りとか妊娠してる方を見ると、座ってる人たちがどうすればいいですか？
基本的にやっぱり立って譲ってあげる。で、もう、いや、結構ですとお断りされたら、もうそれはそれでいいと思うんですけど、まず、
because sometimes they might say, no, it's fine, don't worry about it.
一言声かけてあげてほしいですよね。
First of all, I think it's really good we have the double door foreigner coming. And
I'm sorry, we're gonna need subtitles for the guys who speak English too. Not trying to insult the guy. I appreciate the effort. When I started Japanese, I probably sounded much worse than him, but I'm literally struggling. I haven't got a clue what he said.
yeah, both economic side and the cultural side, it's gonna be very beneficial. Yeah, having said that, some specific point is overcrowded.
So spread out.
Yeah,
okay.
that's so true.
Fine,
We have so many places, which is beautiful. So I recommend you to go Shirakawa rather than super crowded Kyoto, center of Kyoto.
Okay, now I understood him. I don't know why the first sentences, but he also sounds quite nice, like the way he uses the words and connectors. So I'm not making fun of his English. I really, at first I haven't got a clue what he said, but then I understood him.
We're in Shibuya right now. I come here every day. I see a lot of people crossing the street and they want to take a photo in the street or they want to do a dance for TikTok in the street. As a Japanese person, have you ever seen anything that tourists do that is like bothersome?
I've seen, I've seen that the people dancing, taking a picture every day. I'm living in Shibuya as well.
Okay.
I'm not sure it bothers someone. I think it's becoming the one of the culture of Shibuya. So, okay, like for example, Tokyo is a very international and chaotic place. I like the chaotic. This is kind of culture. So yeah, you can be.
Man, you haven't seen chaotic. Brother, you have not seen chaotic. You visit Naples / Sicily anywhere. I'll show you chaotic. Man, you'll think that's a freaking shrine. And I've been. multiple times to Tokyo. You have a lot of people. You have the population wise. But you Japanese are so well organized that you haven't seen K. Look at that. It's as clean. You can eat on these freaking streets.
Be free and be easy and just enjoy it.
Busy, yes.
But the like shrine, temple, something traditional place, yeah, you should check before the rules.
Absolutely is right.
But the like shrine, temple, something traditional place, yeah, you should check before
Absolutely.
the rules.
Out of respect.
About people visiting a shrine, what are the rules? Like I've seen foreigners come in with food or drinking in the shrine. I've seen people put their bag on the statues
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
or sit in the shrine.
That's really disgusting.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't do that. Like,
No.
just don't put everything,
No.
belongs to you. That you made the trash, and which is like you're supposed to bring back your home
Of
or
course.
find the trash bin.
Yes.
Why can't you eat in the shrine?
Because the shrine is kind of like a spiritual place and a very
Yes.
historical. And then don't destroy the atmosphere then. Is it?
So
See,
basically, don't simulate Assassin's Creed Shadows. Okay? So if you see Assassin's Creed Shadows, which the team was like, it's going to teach you Japanese culture and history, and then you go around annihilating every single freaking shrine and Buddhist temple. There was no one, like, it doesn't matter. At least there was no discrimination. He was like literally being a nuisance, the character, for every religion. Anyways, destroy everything, smacking things. Yeah, don't do that. Okay? Because it's not nice. In Japan, you don't do that.
like all the historical things that we just protect of the like very peace and quiet.
Yes.
And which is you should follow that kind of
Behavior.
how the people respect,
See, yeah.
Some like foreigner doesn't know, just taking photo in front of the shrine. Like it's like even like a play area. But if you go to the church, I think it's the same sign.
Yeah.
The people doesn't do that.
She's right. She's right. You go to a Catholic church, you start taking it, they'll burn you at the stake.
There's some areas in the shrine that specifically say
she's
no
right.
photos. I don't think you're supposed to take a photo of the monks,
Don't.
the shrine staff. Can you take photos with them?
Well, like you can ask them if they say yes, but
Yeah.
don't take, like without asking,
Yeah.
Sometimes no, sometimes yes. Depends,
ゴミ問題は結構深刻だと思ってて、特にこの間新宿とか渋谷とかね、年末年始行った時にもひどい状況で、
Oh my god.
ちょっと正直ゴミを
Wait, a clown in Japan told me that's not happening. What's going on? That must be AI, right? That's AI.
誰が捨てたのかね、見てないので、ちょっとね、その辺はちゃんとしてもらいたいのと、
I am so sorry.
あと
Oh
は
goodness
ね、
gracious, where
で
do I
今
go?
誰処分してますか？捨てられてるゴミとかスーツケースとか誰お金払ってるんですか？
I'm sorry for covering the subtitles. I apologize profusely.
間接的には我々の税金のはずです。
What?
なので我々が払ってます。
And who is this guy? He sounds like an anime corporate overlord with that.
捨てられてるゴミの問題ってなんか渋谷みたいなところでゴミ箱がめったにないから観光客になんかちょっと不公平だと思います。なぜかというと普通に私たちみたいな日本に住んでる人だったらコンビニで何か買ったら包装を家まで持ち込むことが多いですけど、観光客は多分8時間、9時間、10時間ずっと外にいるから、ホテルに戻れないことが多くて、どこで捨てらればいいって知らないから、不便すぎるです。
私たち住んでる人たちも不満だと思います。ゴミ箱はね、特に東京都内、
He's right.
少なすぎる。
It's so weird. It's so weird. He's absolutely right. I remember that. And he's talking about Tokyo, but I've seen this in rural areas as well. Like you want to throw away things in a bin, but there isn't one for like miles and miles. Thing is though, the Japanese don't take that as an opportunity to be like, well, there was no bin, so I'm just going to throw it on the wall, on the floor. They put it in the pocket. until they come into one and they find one. And so I kind of got used to doing that. Not that I was ever the type to just litter. I've never done it. Not only in my own country, but even more so in a foreign country that is accepting me as a guest. Like I'm a guest. It's their house. It's their home. What am I going to do? Just throw things on the floor? No, but it was weird though. I do remember that now. This is kind of getting a little nostalgic. Natsukashi. That it was true. Yeah, sometimes you had to walk or cycle, because I used to ride a bike a lot. Not even one. And yet it's so clean. Why? Because as you can see, there is the mentality is different. They still need to add it.
駅とか、この辺のどこでも、もっとね、大きいね、ゴミ箱を作ってほしい。で、多分今だと入国するときに外国の方とかだと、多分その入国税みたいな、かってるから、また別に例えば新宿区とか渋谷区と、多分特に外国の方が多いところの清掃代金みたいな、をプラスアルファで、課税した方がいいと思います。
On social media, there's a lot of talk about anti-foreign sentiment in Japan, and Japan doesn't like foreigners. What do you think about that?
As much as like people talk about how you are hated if you're a foreigner, if you are once in Japan, then you kind of notice like the realities are a little bit different. So I've been streaming, speaking English everywhere too. Nobody cares. Japan's a place where if you don't cause any problems, they're not gonna say nothing to you, right?
Exactly. Problem is that the people who complain about anti-foreign sentiment are the ones who are being absolutely anti-Japan. So if you're being anti-Japan in your words, actions, anything you do, then you can't cry victim and say, "Oh, look, the Japanese are being intolerant." No, they're not. You're being a muppet.
You can do whatever you want to do as long as like you are keeping it to yourself.
Yes.
If you don't cause any problems, they don't care. So there's like a lot of people that say something like, "Oh yeah, in Japan they hate foreigners. If you're a foreigner, you get punched in your face. If you're a foreigner, you'll get arrested." As much as you see like all those things on the internet almost every day, I kind of want to say it's true to an extent, but it feels like it's over exaggerated too.
It's only true when they actually deserve it. I'm just gonna say that. In fact, they're very polite. You try that in another country, the ones that like, where people are not polite and mind their own business, and then we'll see.
So if you're a foreigner in Japan, like if you're a foreigner trying to visit Japan, you'll be fine 95% of the case. And if you ever worried about coming to Japan because like Japanese people might hate you and stuff, you should be fine unless you cause problems.
Yes.
And even if like you cause any problems without you knowing about it, you just have to say "Gomen nasai," and people should be kind of they will definitely accept your apology too.
Yes.
A lot of people think Japan doesn't want foreigners. How do you feel about that?
Kyoto, definitely. But it's not like only foreigners. They don't want people. Even me, I get like some people like saying like, "Oh, we don't want tourists." In Kyoto, that's a thing. Other than that, like let's say Chiba, my prefecture, they want tourists actually. They've been like promoting Chiba, but nobody visits Chiba. So it really depends on like which prefecture you're in, like what you're trying to do. Like whatever you do as a foreigner, if you don't cause any problems, you're fine. Like
the message is fine. He's absolutely right. I love this video. Thank you so much, Oriental Pearl, for making it. And I have to say that, of course, I haven't watched the entire thing, but for the last section, if you got curious, you want to know what she still has to say, there is a little thing there, then definitely click the link in the description or the pinned comment and go give Oriental Pearl a like, a follow, a subscription, a join, and a comment. Thank you for watching. ありがとうございます。じゃあね。さらば。